Ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business, I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And, right away, he lost the football. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on second down. Allen looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Haywood!
49's the mic, 149.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, team 6.
Guys, Mike, 49.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Mike's 50.
Smooth.
Mike's 50.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Ready?
Back to throw here. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
90, Wolf. Bam.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24. Watch out.
Hey, Jack. Now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
80 weapon. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
On second down, Pollard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Be driven.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Carlson able to put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Third and long, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
I got you. I got you. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Hey, Zoo.
They go play action here on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on this.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. 60 or
15. Check my 15.
Hey, Alpha.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
Gone.
Check 25. Check 25.
Check. Lucky.
Shoot.
Back to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's White. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this throw caught left side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
29 is Mike 20. 56.
Allen going to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a day. He's checking. Crash. 51 to Mike. 50.
22 jet bomber.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, stand off. Hey.
Under coach. Check.
The run for Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Echo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Steve Griffin.
They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Right there. Ricky.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Thompson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mullins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Get that ball.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
5.
49 to Mike. Watch 49. Coming this way. Here we go.
5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
Ready. 90 volts. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Pollard up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
He's brought down by Tre'Davious White. 2 yards on the pickup.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check out.
361, Matchbox Light. Hey, Orbit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Colby Listenby. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
In your face.
Mike, 55.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No. Hey, exit. Pass 85.
Allen to throw once more. And he completes it to Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And the grab by Croft. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Allen going to come to the line here. 1st and And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills cut into that lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 15-1, 69.
Mike 50. Watch the run. Check 52.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. White now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hey, Charlie! Look out!
Allen now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 319. Watch the run. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
25 yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Mike 50.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50. 3 buzz.
5.
Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Check 24, check 24.
On first down, Muhammad. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Under 10. Let's go.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Mike, 49. I don't think you got it, son. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
You draw Parker.
Check three. Slam.
Look at me. Door, 2.
On second down now, Muhammad. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On the ready.
Mike, 49. Coming to you.
Now.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
STRO. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business, I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes?